Hello guys, I'm here today with I hope video tutorial, or so to say the full process of making an ATC size mini album. I've already prepared most of the parts, most of the pages, but we will make it all, we'll assemble it all here together. I hope you will like it, and then maybe even we'll give it a try too. So you will get all of the measurements and information needed to make one of these albums. I used the envelope punch board for making several tabs, inside tabs and pockets. So you can use it too if you have one, or you can just make it in another way, the way you want to. This is the prototype of the page with lots of measurements written on it, so just don't mind. I will talk about it and give you everything later. So the page will look like this. This is the base, which is also a pocket, and it holds a photo mat inside, and the page has also this flap on the side, and the notches were made with an envelope punch board, and this is just a journaling spot that goes inside. So this is the prototype of the page again. This is what we will be making. But first I would like to start with the covers. This is what every album begins with. And for the covers we need the following. We need 3 chipboard pieces, 2 of which are 3 1/8 by 4 1/8, and one for the spine, which measures 4 1/8 by 1 3/4. And the paper that we will be gluing everything onto and wrapping everything in measures 10 by 6 1/8 of an inch. To make it easier for me to attach the covers evenly, I will add 1-inch borders from 2 sides of the paper, at the bottom and on the left side, and soon you will know why, or even some of you make the same. I don't know. Anyway, this is how I do it. So the covers will be on the page located like this. Oh, here, for some reason I have more. Okay, I will move it a little bit. I don't know, something went wrong with my measurements. I made them yesterday in the evening. I was tired, I guess. Anyway, it's still okay to wrap everything. It will be enough. I like to use score tape on one side of the cover, and on the rest of it to use the liquid glue, and the score tape just makes it easier to keep the cover in place, and the rest of the work is actually done by the wet glue, so it's fine. Okay, let's line this evenly like this and press. Okay, where is my bone folder? Okay, here. Everything is here. Great. Okay, like this. Then we do the same with the rest of the parts. And when you glue the spine and the second cover, just keep in mind that you need to leave about 1/8 of an inch space between 2 of them. So I just use the ruler which is quite thick, to make this. Okay, this just leaves you the exact space you need. Let's burnish, and on the second side too. Okay, one is left. Okay, like this. And again, use your ruler to leave the space. All right. Great. This is what we have so far. And now what I like to do is to take a bone folder and just to outline the borders of the covers from all of the sides. Then what you need to do is to trim the corners. When you trim the corners, try to leave about 1/8 of an inch here from the very corner of the chipboard piece till the edge of the cardstock. This will make it look prettier while wrapping. Okay, and like this, and from this side too. Okay, now what I do, I use score tape and I put it just on the edge, on the outer edge of the chipboard covers, like this, from all of the 4 sides. Okay, and I do the same on the cardstock. This will be a really tiny mini album, and the idea of making it was born because I made some other project, a baby project. This will be actually a baby album. So I was making another project, and I had a lot of leftovers from the Kaisercraft Peter Patter collection papers, and it was a real pity to throw them away, so I will use most of them here. You will see very soon. Okay, so now let's just strain our paper to fold this way and this way and this and this. And now we are ready to wrap everything up. Remove the score tape and stick it down, burnish, and I like to do like this to make it look nicer. Okay, and from this side, I always start with the longer sides of the covers. Here, just wrap these corners inside so that it looks like this. You see those edges, okay? This will also help to achieve a more finished look of your covers. And burnish, and again burnish from the sides. Here we will do the same. Okay, the cover was very easy. As you can see, now what I like to do is this, just to see where I will need to put the binding for the spine. Okay, so this will be basically the size of our album. Yeah, 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. Great. And the pages will be 3 by 4 inches. Okay, now what we need to do is to prepare the hidden hinge binding system. For this, you will need a piece of cardstock which measures 3 7/8 of an inch by 7 3/4. And I assume that you already know how to do this. I will not be showing you how I prepared this piece. This is how it looks like, and I will assemble it right now. So what I did was I left 1-inch borders from both of the sides, and for the pages I scored every 3/8 of an inch, and for the space between the pages I left 1/4 of an inch. So let's assemble it now. We'll do it really quickly. To save time, I try to save time by pre-cutting all the pieces before the filming of the process, so I hope it will really save us time and we will see the result quicker. Okay, 1, 2. This will be 3. Where is it? Okay, here. Like this, and the 4th page, the album will have 6 pages, like those types of albums usually do. Okay. We are progressing nicely so far. All right. Before gluing down this spinal piece, you need to think about the spine of the mini album and the way you want to embellish it, if at all. I decided that I will just put this, I don't know, this thing from Tim Holtz with a ring to hold maybe some of the charms that I will want to add later. So if you want to do this too, you already need to attach the paper, the design paper, to the outer side of the spine, and then to attach this piece. So this is what I will do right now before gluing down the hidden hinge binding system. All right, this is how it looks like right now, and the size of it is 1.5, and our spine, if you remember, is 1 3/8 of an inch. All right, so as for the paper, for the spine, I will use this leftover piece. I think you will manage to make all the measurements for the design papers that you need. I'm not giving you the measurements for these. Okay, let's see how we stick it. Burnish. Okay, straight. I hope this is straight. Okay, and where I will want my ring to be, maybe somewhere here. So I will eyeball it and make a hole here. Yep. Okay. Let's put this guy inside. like this. Oh, I think the hole is too small. I will take a piercer from Sizzix. Oh, it's much thicker. I think now this will work. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Now I will open it here and press really nice, really hard. Okay, the stick. Okay, I will not cover it with anything because I will be covering anyway with a hidden hinge, and everything will be okay. I think here I used score tape, sorry, so it's quite firm. I'm not worried, and the album is so tiny, so everything will keep together. All right. Like this, like this, like this, and these here too. When you attach it, you just really need to align it properly from the sides and to center it nicely. So this is what I'm doing right now. Since the album is very small, it's not very hard to do that. Okay. Burnish it. I'm burnishing now between the pages. Okay, and now just let's fold it again. Fold it here and fold it here. Okay, our base is done. Okay, I thought about a closure of my mini album and decided to use this kind of clasp. You can easily get those from AliExpress, I think, or from eBay. So it will close like this with this clasp. So as far as you can see, first I need to glue my design papers, and then to attach the buckle. Yeah, so this is what we will do. Sorry that I'm also thinking about the process, and it takes time for me to understand how I want to do that. So yeah, I already prepared the back papers for the embellishing, so I think I will glue this one first. Yes, like this. Okay, this way. All right, now the closure, where I want to place it, I think here in the middle. Yeah, in the middle. Okay. This. Let's make sure that it's quite even from both of the sides. I will just eyeball it, will not measure it. Burnish it nicely. Yes, and now I will add this designer paper piece on top. And really this is just so small that I could hardly think about the embellishments that I could put on the cover. So this buckle is supposed to serve as a sort of a embellishment. Okay, like this. Here I need to press really firmly to make it all stick together. I hope I'm still filming something because I am sitting and the camera is on top. Okay, this is how it looks so far. Nice, right? I think it's nice. I hope the result will be nice. Okay, now we need to see where exactly we will make holes for the second part of the buckle. And I will close it. I will attach it here and let's mark the places. One needs to be here. Okay, and the second one here. Okay, let's take it away. Yeah, we have the places for the holes. And I'm using the same piercer. Okay, this way and this way. Now I will attach the buckle with these tiny brads, but they will hold everything since really there will be no pressure. There will be no extreme pressure on the covers, so it's okay. They will stay in the place, even if I don't know how you call them, even if those tails are really short. I'm not worried. Okay. Press. All right, let's try it. Yeah, so far so good. Okay, and now let's start to make the pages. Let's clean some space. Oh, I hate when it's messy. Okay, we can proceed. This is the cover. For the pages, for the base pages, you will need, oh, by the way, overall, I think I used about 5 pieces of 10 by 12 by 12 inch cardstock. So this is what you'll need. For the base page, you will cut 6 pieces which measure 8 1/4 by 3 inches, and then you will score at 4 and 8 inch marks on the long side. This is what we will do now together for one of the pages, and for the rest I already did this again to save time. 4 and 8. Okay, and then I like to cut a little bit the corners this way. Okay, so you will need 6 of these. Then what you do is just fold them, and to fold them I used 1 1/8 inch score tape, which I put here on this tiny flap on the side in the following way. and glued this down to form a sleeve. Okay, so we have 6 sleeves right now. Okay, now where is our prototype? Now we will be making this part, this pocket flap of the page, and for these we will need as well 6 pieces of cardstock, which measure 8 1/4 by 2 1/2. And again, what we are doing, we are scoring on the long side at 4 inches and 8 inches. And we are a little bit cutting the edges like we did before. Okay, as you see, we will need to make this notch on the side. So to make it, we will use the punch board from Memory Keepers. Alright, just let's fold everything first. Okay, then unfold this tiny flap, and this is your piece that we will be working with. I'm taking the punch board, and since the length of the page is 4 inches, we will place this side, this corner of the paper at the 2-inch mark, like this, when the whole piece is folded, and punch. This is what we got so far. Okay, great. Now we are ready to assemble. One more thing that we need for the pages, it's the hinges, and the hinges measure 3 7/8 by 3 1/4 of an inch, and I scored them at 3 1/8 of an inch mark on the 3 1/4 inch side. You will need 6 of these, and what you do with those is the following. I like, and I would suggest you as well, to use the liquid glue, because you will put a journaling tag inside and you just don't want it to stick with time to the score tape. So I would recommend really to use the wet glue. So this is what I'm doing. I'm applying some wet glue on 1/2 of the hinge, like this, and then I take the flap piece in the following way and attach it just till the score line in the middle of the hinge, to make it fold nicely after this. Okay, so just align it in the following manner, and then you can burnish to make it all stick together perfectly. Okay, this is the element that we have so far, with the flap here and our hinge here. So what we will be doing next is we will be closing this up and gluing this together. But before that, please apply a little bit of score tape to this side, and for this I'm using 1/4 of an inch score tape. I'm applying the score tape here again, just up to the score line mark, like this. You see, the score line is still intact and the score tape is not covering it. Okay, so I already did this for all of the 6 pages, and we will now close them. To close them, again, please use your wet glue. So just fold the tiny flap inside, apply the glue here, and then apply some glue on this side. This is the places where the glue should be in. Okay, and then just glue together. I will do it to all of the pages and we'll be back. Okay, so far the base pages are done, 6 of them, and the flaps are done as well. 6. We have 6 as well, okay, and the hinges. Everything is prepared for the next step. This is the pocket that we will put some journaling spots inside, and I've already made 5 of them. Okay, this is how they look like, and to create a tab I used my envelope punch board again. I will show you how to do that. Let me place the 5 of the tabs inside, and we'll start to make the 6th. You will need 6 pieces of cardstock which measure 3 7/8 by 2 5/8 of an inch. And what you do to create a tab is the following. Place the tab and align the corner at the mark of 1 7/8 of an inch, and then just punch. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is not for that. Sorry. Align it with the 1 inch mark, like this. You see the 1 inch mark is just at the beginning. So do this and punch, and then turn your cardstock piece over and make the same on the second side. This is what you will get. And what we will need to do is to cut off these pieces. I'm using my Fiskars trimmer, and I put the cardstock, this piece of cardstock, aligning this corner with the 3 1/8 inch mark over here, from the right side of the cutting line, like this. And then when you cut, you will kind of feel when exactly you need to stop, because the paper actually ends. So I'm doing it like this. Okay, so our tab is ready. Let's just fix here something. Okay, so for the inner photo mats, you will need 6 pieces of cardstock which measure 3 7/8 by 5 inch, and then you will score it on the longer side at the mark of 2.5 inches and fold it in half. And then I made those to look like tickets, and I used my We Are Merry Keepers crocodile corner chomper, the stub side of it. So just punch the way you like or leave it straight. Anyway, this is what I got. You will need 6 of them. The 6th I already put inside. Okay, so we are now ready to assemble our page. And you will take the sleeve part and the pocket flap part. You will remove the score tape and then attach the flap pocket in the following way. Before you stick it down, align properly and center, and you need to have the score line just in between the 2 elements, like this, to let the flap close nicely, like this. Now you can burnish, okay, and take one of your photo mats, put it inside. So this is basically how your page will look like. The binding will be here and it will open like this. The journaling spot is inside here, and then there is a photo mat which goes inside the pocket page. Okay, so let's finish it off with some designer paper and I will be back. Okay, I'm back and our ATC size album is finished, and actually, can you believe that it can hold up to 36 2x3-inch photos? From the embellishments, I've added some shabby ribbon and a pacifier charm here at the spine, several 3D stickers, sweet and adorable, from both the corners, and several buttons and a bow and a pearl. This is how the back looks like, and we open it. It's really chunky and sweet. It's so pleasant to hold in your hand. Here I've added a belly band, so you can actually, if you want, add several more tags to the inner sides of the covers. And I've already matted everything with paper, with designer paper, leaving plain only these photo mats, since they will hold 3x2-inch photos. The photos will take the most of the place here, so I left them plain. So this is how the page looks like. Okay, so let's flip through the first page and the second with the journaling spot and the photo mat. Third page, fourth, tons of space for your tiny pictures. And then you can take this little guy with you to put it in your bag and your purse, I don't know, just to have it with you, with the sweetest picture of your baby always by your side. Okay, I hope you liked the tutorial and we'll give it a go. Thank you guys. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments. Okay. Bye bye. Have a nice day.